Hello friends, this is Sushrut Tendulkar and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna look into gig economy, the aspects of gig economy, some of the challenges, advantages and disadvantages revolving the gig economy, and some of the opportunities in it. Let's get started. Let's see a definition of a gig worker. According to Wikipedia, gig workers are independent contractors, online platform workers, or contract firm workers who enter into formal agreements with on-demand companies to provide these services. The term gig is a slang word for a job that lasts for a specified period of time. What are the types of gig workers? Location-based digital laborers who are mainly into transportation, house cleaning, food delivery, etc. Then task or project-based digital laborers. These are the ones who are involved in photo tagging services or more specialized ones like logo designs or website designs. How does a gig economy work? Let's take an example of a startup called Cola, which is a food delivery app. Company wants a lot of workers to deliver the food across the city. Of course, it has to hire a lot of gig workers. Now, they are not permanent employees and there has to be a way to give a fee for their work. And it's not paid in monthly basis. It's based on the per order basis. Let's say the price is at 30 rupees per order. It doesn't pay monthly salary and there are no benefits like insurance or retirement plans. Now, during extreme weather conditions, Cola raises per order delivery fees by 10 to 20% to encourage more workers to participate. Sometimes, instead of raising the fees, it hires more workers so that its profitability is maintained and it need not pay extra. If Cola is not happy with gig worker, it fires him immediately and recruits a new one. If the employee is unhappy, he will quit immediately and he will join one more competitor. So this is how a typical setup would work, and this is kind of same format for all the gig workers. Why is it gaining importance? Technology and digitization have obviously contributed to a tremendous growth in the field of gig economy. If you take the example of India, in 1990s there was only one phone connection for every 100 people and now it is 98 per 100 every 100 people. Now this has brought in more and more people to the mainstream in the sense that more and more people are actually using the technology and the digital platforms. The technology and digitization have obviously contributed to the growth of gig economy. Now let's take an example of the previous case. A delivery boy who is waiting for an order gets a notification as soon as somebody places an order through their smartphone. He follows the map given through the smartphone. He reaches the restaurant, takes the order, again follows the map and delivers it to the person who has ordered it. And from the consumer's point of view, he can get to know the exact time of delivery and exact location where the current parcel is. So these are definitely a part of digitization which has improved the experience of consumer. This wouldn't be possible without the development of what we call as app economy. The second aspect is the digital payments. Thanks to the growth in the financial technology, it's easy for anyone to pay for their services and it's easy to pay the services across the globe. Now if you think of a slightly different setup where a company outsources its work of say web design to a person sitting at other part of the world. It's easy to transfer this work because of the digital nature, and there is no need for any manual intervention here. Affordable internet, of course, is one of the main reason behind why more and more people have started embracing the gig economy. As consumers increase, the demand increases, and thereby giving rise to more and more companies offering these services. With that increases the labor force which is supporting the gig economy. Of course, the growth of platforms and apps has significantly contributed to the gig economy's growth, which of course is backed by the main point, that is technology and the digitization. With a lot of apps and platforms available, companies can easily find their offsite workers and truly recruit a dream team consisting of employees across the time zones. What kind of businesses thrive? So there are freelancing platforms like Freelancer, Upwork, and there are other startups that are gaining popularity in recent years, like ride hailing apps Uber, Lyft, Grab, or Ola, task performing apps like Dunzo, Urban Company, delivery services, co-working spaces, online edtech startups, or mystery shoppers. Tech opportunities in gig. Freelancing has been there for quite some time. The jobs like content writing, graphic designing, web designing, etc. So they are all part of the gig economy and they are gaining popularity in recent days too. AI developers. AI and machine learning has been in great demand these days, and a person can earn up to $115 per hour. A normal bachelor degree, a post graduation degree is enough for the same, and there are a lot of online courses to gain these skills. A blockchain architect can earn up to $80 to $87 per hour with proficiency in C++, Python, and other languages. Robotic engineer can earn up to $77 per hour. Virtual and AR developers, these are required by the companies like Facebook, Google, who develop these kind of platforms and can earn up to $50 per hour. Then Instagram marketing, which is gaining popularity these days, and with a little professional training, one can become an Instagram marketer. And others like the Power BI specialist, business analyst, big data analyst, data scientist, data mining specialist, web design and development expert are also gaining popularity due to the environment set up by the gig workers or the gig economy. Business analyst is somebody who acts as a mediator between the customer and the technician. A freelance data scientist would take a complete data science project and work independently and deliver the results in the form of models, analysis, and predictions based on the requirement. Web design has been there since a decade and it is still relevant. A web designer would take a requirement and design the code independently on his own and deliver it back digitally. What are the advantages of gig economy? Multiple jobs. People start making living by taking multiple jobs, which is currently not possible, where you are bound to one particular task or one particular job. Flexible timing. It's fun since you get to work at the time of your convenience. Whole world is one single marketplace. That means you can work for any company sitting anywhere in the world and work from anywhere, which we have already experienced due to COVID, and with more and more companies encouraging people to work from home, that will let you work from anywhere in the world. What are some of the challenges for a gig worker? It's a highly competitive environment. Because you can work for any company in the world, so you are competing globally, and the competitive pricing might be a challenge. To get more work, you might have to lower your per hour charge. That would mean less price you earn. And not everyone is too skilled to find a job quickly. So you might have to spend good amount of time acquiring those skills before you can apply for a job. What are the threats for gig economy? Automation definitely is a threat. So there can be two types of automations, tasks and systems. The Forrester report states that or predicts that more and more companies would go towards automation of systems and processes that would help in the growth of gig economy. But if tasks are automated, then definitely that would hamper the growth of gig economy. For example, Uber has publicly stated that it plans to replace its drivers with self-driving cars. If that happens, there can be some threat in terms of job loss. If companies invest in automation, then low-level outsourceable work will not be outsourced, and then the rapid changes in technology would reduce dependency on data workers in the field of analytics. This is not an exhaustive list of threats. The overall, it boils down to automation and why gig might grow. Living around a workplace has forced millions to relocate to a region that they might not like. It has driven the cost of living above what anyone would have sensibly agreed to pay. People's glasses are overfilled with stress and worry for the sake of fulfilling the basic necessities such as housing, transportation, and groceries. So, this might force more and more people to opt for gig work that doesn't require them to stay in a place that is costly. Second, the workforce is ready. They are ready to upgrade their skill sets and knowledge without spending years at the same institution to learn the obsolete or inadequate subjects offered by traditional education institutions. So, a gig worker typically would take few courses online and start taking the assignments without having to spend to a college education, and that can be another reason why gig might grow. The gig economy would mean the end of overcrowded megacities. It would also mean the end of the overpriced housing market, infinite traffic jams, and overstressed populations. The shift may even ease the effect of our carbon footprint and improve our quality of air significantly. Next, there can be a lot of government interventions, and recently we have seen Government of India is planning to set up a portal for tracking the gig workers. It is planning to mandate the organizations who employ gig workers to reserve 1% of their turnover into the benefits of gig workers. That might mean that gig workers might get some of the benefits like insurance and retirement planning, etc. And there can be another reason like the specific technology and products developed to cater the needs of a gig worker. Like for example, there can be a special insurance policies targeted at gig workers, or there can be special retirement plans specifically focused on the gig workers. The company which they work for might not mandate or might not encourage them to invest for retirement, or there are no tax benefits as of now which encourages retirement planning. So these are some of the reasons why there is potential for growth in the gig economy. This is not an exhaustive list. There are a lot of other reasons why gig might grow. These are the high order bits. Let's recap what we studied in this video. We looked into a definition of gig economy, how does it work with an example, why it is gaining importance, some of the opportunities, advantages and challenges, and finally why gig might grow. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.